Hi guys, this is another final reveal from John. This time it's on the Airfix Lockheed P38F Lightning. Did an inbox review on this kit a couple of months back, and this is the finished result. I've decided to opt for the North African campaign during Operation Torch, when the Americans started to attack the Africa Corps from the other side, from the west. The P38 Lightning kit, the Airfix kit, is a bit of a mixed bag. I think the overall outline of the kit is actually quite reasonable. I'll just turn the kit round so you can see the actual outline of the kit. You can see it, I think it's quite an accurate kit in terms of overall outline and the sizing and the actual layout of the airframe and everything. It looks right, it looks okay. But I did have three issues with this kit, and I just want to quickly go through what they are. And also there's a plus to this kit that I could have exploited had I known the problem that I was going to face, the third problem that I was going to face. There is an issue with this kit that you can't really resolve because I don't think you've got enough room. But the first problem I encountered with this kit was the airframe alignment. The airframe alignment on this kit just didn't seem to want to go properly. If I can show you exactly what I mean, it might be easier if I turn the kit upside down and just show you a little bit of close-up here. You can see the underside of the airframe, and it looks reasonably filled up, and it doesn't look too bad, does it? But in actual fact, the airframe didn't line up at all, and it still doesn't line up 100%, and you can see where it doesn't line up. It's the port boom. The port boom itself just had a slight angle of misalignment to it, and no matter what I did, it just would not line up. And when I pushed the alignment in so that the airframe was aligned up on that side, it misaligned at the back of the boom where it meets the trailing edge of the wing. So I sort of aligned it as best I could and sanded it as best I could. To all intents and purposes, it probably could have done a better job of it, to be honest with you. But before I put paint on the kit, it didn't look too bad. And now I put paint on the kit, I think it could have been better. But there you go. The second issue I had with this kit, I'll turn it round. That's the propellers. Now, the propeller fit on this kit, according to a lot of the inbox reviewers and professional modelers, IPMS reviewers and people like that, the professional builders, they said that they didn't like the fact that the propeller spinners were in two parts. Now, if you look at a lot of the photographs of the real Lightning, the propeller spinners are actually in two parts, and there is a definite line where the propellers sit on the spinner all the way round. So I think Airfix have got it right. The problem is that the actual application of the propeller into the actual assembly of the propeller into the front of the nacelle could have been an awful lot better. It probably was better in the Series 2 kit, that god-awful abortion P38J, but this kit wasn't great, and I'll show you what I mean. This propeller doesn't go round very well at all, although it's not bad, but it doesn't want to go round all the way. And this propeller doesn't want to go round hardly at all. And the reason for that is the way in which they're retained into the nacelle. The propeller assembly goes into a recess in the front of the nacelle, and the recess is always either too big or too small. The tolerances are too big on it. And when the propeller assembly recess is too small, you have to bore it out, which means that you could make it too big. And if it's too big, you have to pack the assembly in a way that doesn't stop it from rotating, and that's virtually impossible. What I did in the end, I think one of them was slightly too small and the other one was slightly too big, and I packed one and drilled the other one out, and they ended up both, one was slightly easier to rotate than the other, but they're not really great, I'll be honest with you. So you probably have to have careful consideration as to how you're going to apply the propellers before you fit the nacelles together, because the propellers go into the nacelles before you put the airframe together. The third issue I had with this kit is probably the most serious of all. This kit is always going to be a tail sitter, because there just simply is not enough room in that forward nose section to counteract the weight of the tail booms and the fin. That kit actually has 4 lead shot pieces in it, fishing weights. They're all AAAs, they're quite big, and it's still sat on its tail. And I could not fit any more weight in there. The lead shot is packed up with plasticine, and it goes right into the forward nose bay where the guns are. So, and the lead shot is pushed as far forward as possible. 3 of the lead shot pieces are actually forward of the nose wheel, and the 4th is actually above it. And this kit is actually quite heavy. It is marketably quite heavy. Yeah. Colours I used for this kit are matte 30 on upper surfaces, matte 1 grey primer on the undersurfaces, which actually goes on beautiful and gives it a lovely finish, and matte black for the guns, and Humbrol 85 for the propellers, and matte yellow for the propeller tips. I also used some titanium silver Humbrol acrylic for the superchargers at the back there, and I've also, as you probably can see, I've put a transparent support under the tail boom just to ensure that the kit sits on its tail wheel, which nose wheel, which it does seem to quite well. I'm going to let you guys into a secret as to how I do canopies. I've had a lot of people leave comments on the FW189, which I'm going to show you in a minute, where they think that the kit's canopy is particularly challenging, and the Lightning's canopy is particularly challenging as well. It's actually not an easy canopy to paint, but I do use a method of painting canopies, and I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that bad at all, bearing in mind that I never use masks. I've never used a mask in my life, but what I do with canopies, I'll let you guys into a secret with a video probably, but that I don't think has come out too bad at all. You can see right through it quite nicely. The pilot's nicely detailed. You can see the radio gear and everything at the back, and the framework is reasonably... Oh god, this kit is starting to drop to bits. My prods are coming to bits now, but yeah, it's... yeah, I was quite happy with the finished result on this kit in terms of overall effort and everything, as to the amount of effort I put into it. So that's the Airfix Lightning P38F. Yeah, not bad at all. Not a bad effort, but I think you know, if you wanted a better kit, there are probably better kits on the market. But the Airfix kit is quite cheap. So that's it for the Lightning, lads. Thank you very much, and I'll see you for the next video. Bye bye for now.